Today we are doing a yoga for people with minor injuries to show that you can still do yoga, get away with it, get around it, and enjoy yourselves while you have some injuries. I in fact have a broken toe. Hiked on it for 309 miles before the doctor said it's broken. I hate you, come back in September when you're done. I have a wrap. I also have water on my knee. I have a Baker cyst behind my knee. When I fall, these do protect it anyway, and it really helps when I put in the long miles. The sun's in my eyes, but that's not an injury. I also had COVID and was still doing a yin yoga every night on the mat with a blanket over me, so you could still do yoga when things happen, unless it's something major and you just totally need to be in bed and immobilized, which is hard for me, difficult for me ever. So if you will start seated in Sukhasana, cross-legged position, either leg in front of the other, hands down on your knees, take a deep inhale and an exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale your arms up. Exhale as you bend over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. It does not matter how far down you get. Inhale up. On the exhale, look behind you. Left hand on your right knee. Look over your shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Keep breathing as you raise your right arm up and over toward your knee. Nice stretch, you're hanging on, great. And back. Inhale your arms up. Exhale over to the left. Your right hand comes on your left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Keep breathing, inhaling very deeply. Exhale. Inhale your left arm up, over, you're going toward your right knee. Hang on for dear life. This stretch feels really, really perfect. And up. We'll take our chins down to our chest. Roll your head over to one side, back. Hear all the cobwebs coming out, all the kinks, the crinkles. Keep going around nice and slowly and down to your chest. The other way. Beautiful. So you can do yoga when you're injured. Lovely. And looking straight ahead, look up. I'm hanging onto my knees. And when you bring your chin down, bring your back further back. You're hanging onto your knees, chin to chest. Inhale, nose forward. We're doing some seated cat-cows. Exhale, rolling the spine. Good. And up. And just kind of chug along. Stay in motion. Stay in the movement. You could still do yoga after hiking. Oh, we hit 1,500 miles today since March. Kind of exciting. Beautiful. And up, we're coming into a tabletop position. These knee pads help if you have any kind of injury on your knee. You could always put padding under it. Roll up your mats. Have a towel, anything to protect your knees. Inhale, nose forward, shoulder blades back. Exhale into cat. Navel to spine. Inhale into cow. Beautiful. Really good on the spine. And exhale. With a neutral spine, take your left leg out to the side. You can curl under your toes, sit back on your toes in a nice toes pose. Bring your arms forward and come down. Lovely, lovely. Just getting warmed up for today's activities. Nice stretch on your feet, on your toes. And we're coming up into tabletop. Bring your left leg back in position. Your right leg comes out to the side. I'll scooch over and go over the tops of your toes. I have a broken toe. I couldn't do this at first. Bring your arms out. If this doesn't suit you, if you have a broken toe like me, go over the top of it. Just adjust. Do whatever you can, but I'm at the point where I can sit back. And you're breathing. Nice inner thigh stretch, as well as your arms should feel excellent. Very nice. Coming back into tabletop. Beautiful. We're going to go under your toes again. Lift up your seat up toward the sky, higher, 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 higher into your downward dog. Walk your dog. Let your head dangle. Good, a good inversion. You don't even realize you're doing an inversion in downward dog. Your heels don't have to come all the way down, but they could. You might want to just bounce for a minute. And down. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. And back. Again, up to the sky. You're going to open up your hips, stack your hips. You could bend your leg, and we're going to make a big hip circle going forward. And again, loosening up the other way. Lovely, lovely. Then bring it back up, your knee up toward the sky. If you want to flip your dog into rock star, keep going. Drop your right foot to the floor, your right arm comes up, rock star. We're all stars. Beautiful. Life doesn't stop when we get hurt. We keep moving our bodies, being mobile. Resting, exercise, fresh air, good nutritious food. And we'll come back into a downward dog. Inhale your left leg up and down. Your left leg comes back up. You're going to stack your hips, bend your leg at the knee, make big circles one way and again. Lovely. I'm going to put my circle in the reverse and bring it all the way around behind me into rock star. Your left foot is down, your left arm comes up, arching your back. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. And we come into a downward dog. From downward dog, inhale into a plank. Your hair's a bit unruly. And coming down, down, down into chaturanga. Upward facing dog. We're on the tops of our feet. You can feel your feet get a nice stretch. It's not hurting my toe. Feels good, as a matter of fact. And coming over downward dog. Beautiful. Look between your hands. Lunge your right foot up between your hands. You could help it along the way. Drop your left heel to the mat. We're coming up into warrior one. Your hips are squared off toward the top of the mat. Arms forward, warrior one. Beautiful. Slice open into warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Keep your torso as is. Left arm is down, right arm is up. Lovely. Looking up at the sky. And cartwheel your arms around, pick your back heel up. We're in a nice lunge position. And take your right foot back to meet your left in downward dog. Inhale into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Again, enjoy this position and downward dog. Beautiful. Look between your hands. Lunge your left foot up between your hands. Drop your back heel to the mat. We'll come up into warrior one like we did on the other side. Hips are squared off toward the top of the mat. Slice open into warrior two. Keeping your torso as is. Your right hand comes down, left arm up toward the sky. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel your arms around. On either side of your foot, downward facing dog. We'll come into high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, beautiful, and downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale your right knee up. You're going to take your right knee, or your right leg up. Right knee, I'm sorry, I'm just getting my hair out of the way. Right knee to your right elbow, to your wrist, back up to your right elbow, and up to the sky. Lovely. Drop your right leg to the floor, left leg comes up. You're going to take your left knee to your left elbow, wrist, elbow, back up to the sky, and down. Look up between your hands. You could walk between your hands, or you could bend your legs at the knees and come and jump between your hands. Very nice. With your hands on the floor or a block, straighten your legs into a forward fold. Beautiful. And we're slowly coming up, up, up into mountain pose. See the mountains in the background, the Appalachian Mountains. I'm getting very familiar with them. They're really, really amazing mountains. Your arms are going to come up. Cactus your arms. Beautiful. Back up together and down. Bend your right leg at the knee. Grab a hold of the outside of it. Your left arm comes up in a balance. The mat is a little thick. Might be hard to balance on something thick. Coming into a dancer's pose. Beautiful. We're going to release your back leg. Your left arm is coming down into a half moon. Lovely, lovely, lot of balance. Beautiful. Take your right arm down. You're squaring off your hips into a standing split. Bring your right leg to your left elbow. Good, into a split squat. And back up and down to meet your other leg. And we'll slowly come up. Good, a little balance today. Arms up together. Cactus your arms, arching your back, elbows wide. Up, the beautiful sky, and down. We'll bend our left leg at the knee, grab a hold of the outside. Right arm comes up. You're leaning forward. Very nice. Use your strength and balance that you've acquired. Releasing your foot. We're coming down into a half moon. Little tricky, but well worth it. Lovely, lovely. Take your left hand down toward the mat. Square off your hips into a standing split. A split squat so your left knee comes to your right elbow. And back up. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Knee to elbow. Back up. And feet together. We'll make our way back up. Very nice. Lovely, lovely. I'm going to face you. As you take your right leg and you're going to cross it over your left, not quite in tree, we're in a standing pigeon. Beautiful. Standing pigeon, and we can come down. Maybe your elbow can touch your knee, maybe your Other elbow can touch your ankle. Maybe you can come forward. Lovely. You feel this deep stretch. We'll be doing this on the mat as well. Beautiful. You're taking your top right leg and bring it around behind you. I'll come back up over here. Around behind you into a lunge. Lovely. And downward dog. Again, look up between your hands. You could walk or jump your way up. Come into a forward fold. Slowly make your way back up. We'll do that on the other side. So you have the idea. I won't face you this time. I'm taking my left leg and crossing it over my right in a standing pigeon. Coming down. You could put your elbow on your knee, your other elbow on your ankle. Good balance. Maybe you could bring your hands down to the mat. Release your top left leg, bring it around behind you and into the lunge. Perfect. You come back into the downward dog. Take a deep breath in downward dog. And exhale. Inhale your right leg up. And take your knee to your right elbow, to your wrist. And from your wrist, you're going to swing your right ankle over to the left, to the side. Land it downward, coming into a pigeon on the mat. I'm going to come to the top of my foot. Good, so now you're in a nice pigeon. I like to, I'm a little bit more advanced than some people. I like to take my leg and make it parallel to the top of the mat. That's if you can. If not, the closer to your torso, the better, whatever suits you. Take a deep breath in. And we're coming down. Beautiful. Rest and enjoy this position. Lovely, lovely. Come up. Those of you whose ankle is close to your torso, stay that way. Otherwise, pull it toward your torso. When we come down, I'm going to rest on my left forearm and take my right arm around. Go for that foot. Maybe you can grab that toe. That's not my broken toe. Maybe you can come down further. Rest on the head on the mat, on your arm. Wherever you're reaching is fine. Your back, just up and around, it doesn't matter. I can grab my toe. That's your goal. You're breathing. Releasing. Take both arms to the sides of the mat. Curl back over your back toe and come back into downward dog. Lovely. Inhale your left leg up toward the sky. Knee to left elbow to your wrist. Swing your foot over to the right and you're going to come on down. Come to the top of your back foot. Again, this is just fine. If you want a little bit more, take your shin so that it's parallel to the mat. We're in a nice half pigeon and come down. Beautiful. And just relax and rest. I'm doing all this with a few injuries. You just accommodate, modify. And we're coming up. If your ankle is not by your torso yet, bring it closer to your torso. We're going to come onto your right forearm. And I'm taking my left arm around behind me. I'm going for that back foot. I have my broken toe gently. Take my arm out to the side, lay my head down. Again, it doesn't matter wherever your arm is. Beautiful. Opening up those hips helps the sciatic. Just a nice all-around stretch. And releasing whatever you have. Lovely, we're coming up. Swing your back leg around to meet the front. We'll come into a butterfly, soles of your feet together. Flap your wings. We're all flying high. Grab a hold of your ankles, straightening your back. We're hinging forward, forward, forward. And we're rolling back up. Let's do that a few times. You're coming forward. You could pull your knees closer to you, or your ankles closer to you rather. And we're rolling back up, and one more time forward. Feels really good on the spine, and rolling back up. Beautiful. Take your hands together with your soles of your feet together still. We're going to come down. Nice and slow. We'll do a couple sit-ups with your legs spread. In Supta Baddha Konasana, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I'm going to bend my left leg, put my sole of my foot on the mat, cross my right leg over my left, and my hands will go through the opening. I'm going to pull my shin closer to me. Supta Baddha Konasana. Oh no, that was Supta Baddha Konasana. This is just a stretching pigeon from the Baddha Konasana position. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Reclined pigeon. Take your left foot back to the mat. You're going to straighten it. You still have your right knee bent, and make a big circle one way. Again. And the other way, the other direction. Lovely. Take your left hand to your bent knee and roll it or draw it over to the left. Extend your right arm to the side. Look over your right shoulder. Nice spinal twist. Really good to keep our spines active and healthy and young, nimble. So when we fall, we don't jolt ourselves. That's how I broke my toe. I fell a good smash on my toe. And you're coming up. Keep your right leg bent. Put the sole of your foot on the floor. Your left leg crosses over the knee. Take your left arm through the space. You're going to draw your right shin close to you. Reclined pigeon. Feel the nice stretch. Beautiful. One more breath. Releasing the clasp that you have. Your right foot comes to the floor. You're straightening your right foot, and make some big circles with your knee one way. Beautiful. The other way. Take your right hand to your left knee, draw it across your shoulder. Your left arm comes out to the side. Look over your left shoulder. Beautiful spinal twist. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Maybe your knee can come over and touch the ground. Maybe not. Whatever works for you. And releasing, we'll bring both knees together. Your hands come on your knees, and you're making big circles with your knees one way. Nice. The other way. Beautiful. Straighten your legs. Your feet come up to the sky. Point and flex, and point and flex. Circles one way. circles the other way. Very nice. Take your hands on the sides of your legs. You bring them all the way up. You're going to bend your legs. Open your knees. Maybe you can grab the pinky toe side of your feet, your ankles, your shins, whatever you can in Happy Baby. I can go pretty far down. I don't expect many people to do that. If you're up like here, that's fine. Here does not matter. That's the glory of this YouTube channel. Nobody notices what you're doing. We're not in competition with each other. Beautiful. And feet together. Going to drop light nice and slowly. Your feet toward the mat. Your arms come out to the sides of the mat, palms up. You can stay in Supta Baddha Konasana, or you could straighten one leg at a time to the outsides of your mat. You're in Shavasana, the long-awaited Shavasana, resting pose. Breathe very deeply. Let your body sink into the earth. Let it absorb all we just did. All the good vibes. Let the negativity wash right out of you. Breathing. If you want to peek at the beautiful mountains. I've been hiking here since March. I did say since March. It is July 8th. July 8th today. We have not quite 700 more miles to get to Katahdin. Breathing very deeply. Thank you so much for following us. Don't let things come and stop your goals. All the obstacles you're going to face, nothing is totally 100% easy or perfect. Overcome the challenges as best you can. Know your body when it's time to say no and stop, definitely. But the minor injuries, minor illnesses plow right through. Going to begin wiggling our fingers and toes. Wrist circles, ankle circles, one way and the other way. Beautiful. Going to bring my knees into my chest, hands behind my thighs. You can come into Sukhasana any way you like. I'm going to roll my spine a few times, sucking my navel in to my spine, making it nice and round, giving myself a little back massage. And then a little more to come up into Sukhasana, cross-legged position. And thank you so much for following us, for subscribing to Amazing Trails Yoga, for being you, for doing your ultimate best. And we'll see you along the trail. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.